our last one. And I'll just All right, so I'm Misty Hill. I graduated with my undergrad in early childhood elementary education in 2011. And we all know how the teaching job market is, so I decided to go right into my master's. And what made me choose the MSc Information Tech program was a couple of things. During my student teaching, I noticed multiple times how excited kids got when they got the chance to use a computer. And realizing that they don't get to use them very often, typically in the usual classroom setting, made me realize that I need to find a way that I can help my students when I start doing my full-time teaching to learn about technology and things like that. Through this program, I've learned that importance even more. So often I hear, I've got 9 nieces and 2 nephews that just in my interactions with them, I've heard different complaints about how they don't know how to do certain things because they don't learn about those things in school. And more technology is becoming this big deal in society and everyday use. And so if you don't know the proper way to use those things, then kind of have the proof about the puddle, so to speak. So I think it's really important to start integrating more technology into typical classroom lessons and things like that. So my portfolio is organized very similarly to everybody else's. I've got the basic tabs up here that have the About Me, the literature, the standards, best works, collection. One thing that I did that I think is a little bit different is rather than just clicking into these, several of them have drop-down menus to go to specific pages. So you can actually get to, I think, every single page in my website just through this top menu bar. With my standards, I actually did a different page for every single standard and substandard. So if you hover over the standards page, you can see each of the 5 teachers in ETS standard sections, and then from there, each one of the substandards. So that was one of 2 ways that you can go about looking through my different artifacts. Also, because I realized that it's kind of a jumble of a lot of information, I put together a screencast using common trait today to show just how to navigate through the different standards to make it easier for whoever might be looking at it. Some of my best works, I've only got with 2 different artifacts here, but I'm going to add some more as I go. One of my favorites, though, is my advertisement creation. I did this in my media literacy class, and I had a lot of fun with it. The assignment was basically using Photoshop and things like that to create an advertisement about something really important, sort of. So I chose smoking as my topic, and I wrote a paper here talking about the advertisement and why I did what I did. And I actually created 2 different advertisements, one showing smoking in a positive light and one showing it in a negative light. And so here you can see my positive example. This was actually a friend of mine's picture that I edited, and it was just 3 girls standing there in their pretty dresses. And I added cigarettes to their hands and smoke, and made them look like they were having a super good time smoking their cigarettes. And I used I used Photoshop to create that. And then here, this was a photo of a family that I found in a Creative Commons location. And it was just a happy family. The woman had a full head of beautiful red hair, and I used Photoshop to obviously change that quite a bit. So she has no hair, so it's kind of representing her having cancer and things like that. And I just added different things to show how secondhand smoke can actually really badly affect your whole family, not just you. So, there's that. Another artifact that I'm really proud of that I didn't actually put into my standards, but I did do it within the program, I made a website representing a European adventure, and I did this in my information literacy class, and our assignment was to do a research project on anything we wanted. So we were using different websites, one of which was Evernote, which if you've ever used Evernote, it's really amazing. It's kind of like if you've ever used Microsoft OneNote, where you can collect all of your ideas in one place and you can use different tabs to organize them and things like that. It's like that, except it's mobile. You can access it from anywhere. And that was one of the best tools that I used to create this website. And it's got all of the different countries that I would go to, given all of the resources, along with cost estimates and itinerary. And there was a lot of planning that went into it, so I was pretty proud of the work that I put into it. And this was all done using Dreamweaver, so it was really neat to be able to use a program like that and come up with this from scratch. So I was pretty proud of that effort. Another one that I'm really proud of is a class website that I put together in my creating website class, which was my first term in the MSCB program. And this was just a rough idea of what I might have for my class if I was in a third grade class as a teacher. This website would coincide with a student site and a parent site for classroom use. Once they got into it, there was teacher information, headlines, which I would update on a regular basis to show what's going on in the classroom. If a student missed their day at school, they could click here and see what homework they might have missed, along with their spelling words. They can see different photos of the class and different events that have happened. These pictures are actually my nieces and nephews. And just all kinds of really neat things there, including a schedule and our class rules and our content and things like that. So those are just, I felt like that was a really good way of implementing technology in the classroom in a way that they can use it both at home and in school. Another one was my Web 2.0 final project. We didn't have to use a website to present this, but I was a little bit Weebly happy when I made this, so I used Weebly again to create this project presentation. And what this was an imaginative writing unit for a third grade class. And what it involved was using different Web 2.0 tools to teach students about writing, collaborating with others, inferring, help them with inferring meaning, speaking, and reading fluency. And each lesson was broken up into different parts, and there's actually different videos showing how the whole lesson was to be taken out. Okay. So the tools that I found most helpful in creating my portfolio and all of the different artifacts within it was Weebly especially. I really enjoyed using it for not only this website, but several of the artifacts that I did use. It's really simple to use. The only things that I ran into with it were embedding certain artifacts were a little bit difficult. I found that all the time, once I figured out how to embed a certain artifact, I would just copy and paste that for another artifact in the same type that fix the URL. So having taken that website class in the beginning of the program was very helpful because I knew how to work with the code. Other than that, I really enjoyed using Weebly a lot. Another tool that I really enjoyed and consider a very helpful tool for everybody is the Web2.0.net. New programs and things are popping up on there all the time, and they're super useful for bringing new ideas into the classroom. So if you're ever trying to find something but you're not sure how to implement it, it's a good place to start. Another thing that I really enjoy about using technology in the classroom and how far technology has come today is that we can collaborate with schools anywhere. And one website that I discovered that I think is really neat is ePals. And as I was looking through all of the things that ePals has to offer, they have all kinds of different collaborative projects that teachers post and are asking for partners and do that with them as well. And so you can do everything from pen pals to collaborative writing to all kinds of different things. So ePals is a really good resource for that. I think through this portfolio, one of the things that I've grown in the most is learning how to use different technological tools in the classroom setting, as well as my writing. I feel like my writing has really improved a lot over the last couple of years. I've never been a really good technical writer, and GC helped me a lot with different comments and things like that with my papers to help make them stronger. I think that that's everything.
All right, so we still have a few minutes, and I'd like to open it up if you have questions. I want to hear anything more from anyone else, and also we have.
If you're thinking of leaving the program or you're in the program or you're